Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo.
Okay, so we'll start with the August 14th daily encouragement. Victory in any endeavor is decided by how effectively and how fully we use our limited time and how hard we work even when our efforts go unnoticed. Daisaku Ikeda. And for me, I really like this one because, oftentimes you'll see that we live in a society where people go out and they present their best version of themselves, but then, they go home and all their masks come off. And I think the real victory is who you are when no one is around and maintaining that good within your heart, your mind, and your soul. And I feel like that's the true victory in life is to
But not on the freeway when somebody cuts you off, right?
even then, like
Really? How could you do that?
I
How
give
could you make
I'll catch up to them, drive around them, and I'll give them up like you did a good job. You know what I mean? Like you
No,
didn't kill.
I'm just being facetious, but yeah, no, I totally agree with what you're saying. It's kind of when nobody's looking, or when you're at your worst, that's really is your best, it's like, as bad as you are, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that you're only as good as you are at your worst in a way. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, I understand what you're saying. Like
Yeah.
you were your worst. That is the true you coming out. And kind of how, like in my personal life, when I'm like going through something really hard, I try to call upon my higher self and reground myself and accept everything for exactly what it is. As if it's beautiful, if it's ugly, it doesn't matter. And just
Right.
sit with, you know,
Kind of accepted that it's all happening for a reason, and it's your higher self brought that situation to you maybe so you could grow. Or
learn,
I
right?
am so agree with that.
And really just dive deep into your own self and your own mind and where is this coming from and work with it. And I always like tell myself, like every time I go through something, my reaction gets a little better and a little better until like, you're just unfazed by it. And
Yeah.
that's goal.
So yeah, so you reminded me of a couple things. So in Buddhism, there's this saying that goes, don't a wise person is somebody who's not swayed by the eight winds.
Mm,
Okay. So the eight winds are like prosperity and decline, or praise and censure.
yeah.
And there's a couple more, but you kind of get the idea, right?
Yeah.
So somebody just like what you're saying, that you're really stable, that you can maintain your course no matter what's going on around you. You've got your set philosophy, and it's so strong, and you're so strong in what you believe, and in your connection to your own higher self, that you're good, and you're just going to maintain your good vibration. And I do believe in the law of attraction too, because whatever we're constantly thinking and putting out vibrationally, we're going to attract it.
Right.
So that's one of the things with this practice, is that every morning we chant and we do our gongyo, and it raises our vibration. I don't know exactly how it works, but you definitely feel it. Your mind slows down, your chatter slows down, and you start to get these inspirations. One of the things, what you were reading on that quote about, taking action and making good use of your time, there's also the idea that you want to take inspired action, because if you're sort of, we can get in these karmic ruts or these cycles where we're just repeating the same karma over and over, attracting the same bad situations, the same type of people in our lives. And if we're just taking action based on our own sort of lower mind, or our own karma, we're not really going to improve. We're not going to change, and things are not going to really get better. But so the idea is that when we chant and we raise our vibration, we get these inspirations from our Buddha nature, we call it, or you could call it your higher self, then you are able to sort of change, because you're tapping into something that's got a broader perspective than just our physical minds.
Right.
And so yeah, that's a good, I like this conversation we're having.
I enjoy it too.
Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge